A rose by any other name would smell just as sweet. Hey there, I'm Brian Rollins, and this is the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. Fear not, we're not visiting the land of Shakespeare again just yet. This week's episode is Same Name Answers. What that means is that each answer will share a commonality in their name. For round 1, the answers will share the same first name. Here's an example. Mr. Spock and the singer-songwriter behind Hallelujah. Leonard Nimoy and Leonard Cohen. Get the idea? Round 2 will feature the same last names. And round 3, the names blend first into last. For example, the first U.S. president meets the author of Sleepy Hollow. George Washington Irving. Something a little offbeat, but we want to try and mix things up for our listeners. As always, you can find rules and score sheets over at dorkygeekynerdy.com/rules. Our site also has links to subscribe, bonus content, and more. Okay, let's get going. The Dorky Round. Keep in mind, each answer will share a first name. Number 1. The author of Mouse on a Motorcycle and Picard's Doctor. Beverly Cleary and Beverly Crusher. Number 2. The character that's possessed by Zool and the medical half of the X-Files duo. Dana Barrett and Dana Scully. Number 3. The inventor of bifocals and the commander of Deep Space Nine. Benjamin Franklin and Benjamin Sisko. Number 4. The actor behind Dr. Tolian Soren and the captain of the Serenity. Malcolm McDowell and Malcolm Reynolds. Number 5. A robot on the starship Heart of Gold and the guy waiting for his earth-shattering kaboom. Marvin the Paranoid Android and Marvin the Martian. Number 6. One of the brothers on Supernatural and the actor that played Al on Quantum Leap. Dean Winchester and Dean Stockwell. Number 7. One is the guy who knows nothing on Game of Thrones, and the other is a Civil War vet sent to Mars. Jon Snow and John Carter. Number 8. The man behind Hikaru Sulu and the author of A Dance with Dragons. George Takei and George R.R. Martin. Number 9. One was the director of Time Bandits and Brazil. The other played President Camacho in Idiocracy. Terry Gilliam and Terry Crews. Number 10. One played 3 different roles in Doctor Strangelove, and the other played Tyrion Lannister on Game of Thrones. Peter Sellers, and Peter Dinklage. The Geeky Round. Remember, these share a last name. Number 1. The titular character from The Handmaid's Tale and The Green Goblin. June and Norman Osborn. Number 2. The author of Jurassic Park and the lead character in Farscape. Michael and John Crichton. Number 3. The lead character on Stargate Atlantis and the protagonist from the Mass Effect trilogy. John and Commander Shepard. Number 4. The guy who picked the wrong day to quit sniffing glue and the dude who abides. That would be father and son Lloyd and Jeff Bridges. Number 5. He played Saeed on Lost, and she played the original Mary Poppins. Naveen and Julie Andrews. Number 6. One played Ghost Rider on the big screen, and the other is the real name of Marvel's Power Man. Nicholas and Luke Cage. Number 7. She played Abby Yates in the 2016 Ghostbusters, and he played the lead in the 1987 movie Mannequin. Melissa and Andrew McCarthy. Number 8. Agent 007 and the actress who plays Miss Moneypenny from 1995 to 2002. James and Samantha Bond. Number 9. The star of Space Jam and the Weasley twins' best friend at Hogwarts. Michael and Lee Jordan. Number 10. She voiced the Little Mermaid and he voiced the Beast. Jody and Robbie Benson. Okay, it's time for the nerdy round. Now we have first names blending into last names. Number 1. Nintendo's anthropomorphic pilot meets half of the duo from X-Files. Star Fox Mulder. Number 2. The mom from the Terminator movies meets the actor who played Trip on Star Trek Enterprise. Sarah Connor Trenier. Number 3. The android from Forbidden Planet meets Seth Green's stop-motion comedy show. Robbie the Robot Chicken. Number 4. The actors behind Dr. Grant in Jurassic Park and Dr. Horrible. Sam Neil Patrick Harris. Number 5. One Way or Another singer and actress meets The Boy Who Lived. Deborah Harry Potter. Number 6. The Man Who Wields Excalibur meets a weary interstellar hitchhiker. King Arthur Dent. Number 7. The actor behind Han Solo and another interstellar hitchhiker, this one from somewhere in the vicinity of Beetlejuice. Harrison Ford Prefect. Number 8. Author of 2001: A Space Odyssey meets the alter ego of Superman. Arthur C. Clarke Kent. Number 9. The star of The Thing meets the star of Gladiator. Kurt Russell Crowe. Number 10. The oldest ensign on USS Voyager meets the author of the Mars trilogy. Harry Kim Stanley Robinson. And that's it for this week's questions. I hope you enjoyed deviating from our usual format for this. And while we're deviating from formats, this week's Book of the Week isn't tied to the episode. In addition to my hosting duties here, I also narrate audiobooks. I have about 25 free copies to give away to Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy listeners. If you like audiobooks, and especially free audiobooks, you can reach out to me at my website, thevoicesinmyhead.com. I'll also include a link on dorkygeekynerdy.com if that's easier. Next week, we're back to our tried and true format with our 30th episode. Here's your hint. DeForest Kelley reprised his most iconic role for the pilot of what spin-off series? I'm excited about this one. It's one of my personal favorites. I'm your host, Brian Rollins. Thanks for listening. Tis the season to be podcasting. Stay inside with a warm beverage and a hot microphone. If you're interested, Spotify can help you out. They've got a platform that lets you make one, distribute it, and earn money all in one place for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit podcasts right from your phone or computer. So you've already got the equipment necessary to start recording today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify, Apple, Google, and everywhere else podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also available on Spotify. And when you want to take conversations with your fans to the next level, Q&A and polls are an excellent way to get them talking. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. Best of all, It's completely free. I switched Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy over to Spotify for podcasters, and I haven't regretted it. The analytics are fantastic, and the new tools for hosting and updating the feed are way more than I could do self-hosting. Now, it's your turn. Head to podcasters.spotify.com and read all about it. Then, let me know what you're podcasting all about. When a U.S. expedition is attacked, 3 survivors, a professor, her student, and a soldier are saved by a mysterious vessel, the Nomtsev. The enigmatic Captain Nikto elects to keep the captives aboard, requiring each of their skills for his daring pursuits. But as evidence of a rogue submarine alerts the world's navies, the captives must work together to avoid annihilation. 20,000 Kilos Under the Sea is a fast-paced adventure thriller that's described as the classic Disney adventure meets The Hunt for Red October. 20,000 Kilos Under the Sea, a modern retelling of the Jules Verne classic, written by Richard Wycliffe and narrated by Brian Rollins. Available right now on Audible or iTunes. Discover adventure and madness beneath the waves.